Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit about scoliosis again, right? Scoliosis has two major factors when we're considering why do you get scoliosis, because that is a big question that people have. And I'd like to say that it has a high tenacity to be genetic. So if you got it, chances are your kids can get it, or if mom and dad or abuelito, tia, your grandma, somebody has it, your chances are of getting it are a lot higher. So it's a good idea to get checked. I'd say it's a better idea to get checked earlier on, and I'd say probably around the age of 12, because that's when you start to shoot up, especially for females. It's usually about 12 for girls, and about that 13 to 14 for guys. It's a good idea to kind of get them checked. Now, why does this matter? Well, this matters for this reason. You know those trees at the In-N-Out Burger right over here? A nice lovely drawing, right? Those weren't grown, out in the woods that way. They actually engineered them that way. They kind of bent them when they were young, right? Kind of like bonsai. So it's very important to understand that that is done at an early age. So I typically like to try and, if I'm going to correct the scoliosis, try to do it between the ages of 12 and 35. I'm sure it can be done before that or after that, but that seems to be the time that I get the most success about bending it out and straightening it out, the scoliosis. So that being said, another factor that can actually be contributing to scoliosis is that you may have actually damaged the growth plate, either in the skeleton itself or in the knees or hips or somewhere, where you may have damaged the growth plate, it didn't grow evenly, and so we end up with this kind of a picture scenario where your knees might actually grow unevenly, and that could still be genetics, okay? Or your hips can be also altered, and they can be altered because your knees are off, and it will be altered in your hips as well, and they also can rotate your hips, thus bending the spine. So if that does happen, then there's two problems that need to be addressed with the scoliosis. One is the scoliosis itself. The other one is the uneven inequality of the knees. We're going to put in a heel lift usually. It's a piece of plastic that we put in one of the shoes, and we bump that up. So, that usually, if I bump up this side and make that even, that's going to bump up this hip and make that more even, and that will push that back more to the midline. So, those are the two main reasons why somebody's going to end up with a scoliosis. Keep following us. We'll keep giving you health tips. Take care.